actually have something to say. It's an update to my last video regarding James O'Keefe with that Lucky Charms video that he did of him in the office at the college. That may not have been the first time that James did that. Again, it's documented in my video or in the audio recordings from the group home that I was actually the one who inspired that idea while we're sitting up here talking about it. So James, you have one of two choices. It's either you're my husband or you committed plagiarism. So, because the proof is in the audio tapes from the group home, and the signatures would verify that we got married. So you're either the James O'Keefe that I married, or you're committing plagiarism and identity theft. Which is it? Because we also talked about the birth year of 84, the James of 71, and it's also the James of 84. And how a person would go about altering their birth records in order to put that on their birth certificate from somebody who was born in 1971. So we talked about all of this stuff, and he told me in relation to it as a journalist, in order to conceal identity so that you could do a story. So which is it, James? Are you the original or are you the plagiarist? I'm waiting. And where's Tiara? Because that's my crown, is my daughter. She should have never been brought into this situation in the first place. That was wrong to do that. You don't bring kids into situations that involve adults and adults only. Tiara was never neglected or abused. The problem was with her abusive biological father and what he wound up doing to Clarence Robertson. That's the issue. And it's also a big issue that there are members of Cass County, Michigan, Department of Health and Human Services, who assisted Mr. Lee in the murder of Clarence Robertson and also the situation surrounding my daughter's wrongful removal. They have some things to answer for. That's not my fault. I don't have anything to do with that. Again, the issue should have been from the beginning whether or not Tiara was abused and neglected, and she never was. So they wrongfully removed my daughter, and then they admitted in the trial that I attended that they never confirmed the information that led them to the removal. So they didn't actually have any evidence against me. None at all. It was all against Mr. Lee, and they were trying to cover up him with 2 handguns and a box of bullets. And Mr. Carpenter, who went to prison for child abuse. He hit a kid in the head with a sledgehammer. And according to his mother's own statements, that child now has to wear a colostomy bag for the rest of his life. He burnt his own daughter with a space heater. My daughter, Dorian Michelle Erickson. Why would you have any reason to lie except to cover up for the people that contributed to that? And I'm not one of them. I'm a victim. And it's time for me to show the victims how to have courage and be strong. I'm a soldier in the army of the Lord. With God's love, the Queen of the 12 Tribes. God bless America. Have a blessed day. And back the blue.